What is cropping up, stalkers? We need a rain. Zach, the stock cropper, coming to you on the evening of Monday, July 12th. And as I alluded to in my prelude, it is really dry. We've only caught the rains that have fallen here in the hinterlands. Some places have been lucky, have caught a couple inches. We've caught in about 2/10. And so our next strips of pasture that we mowed off here are looking relatively lame. So we're gonna take a slight detour that we alluded to last week a little bit, and we are going to graze these headlands that have a better stand and have got quite a bit of forage rape in them. We're going to make use of this space. We kind of put them out here with the intention that if we ran into issues on the grazing lanes, that we would have a backup, and it looks like that backup is going to come in handy. So, as you can see, we have made it. The Cluster Cluck 5000 has gotten all the way to the end of the first pasture run, so right on time here. It was about a month ago that we launched, and lo and behold, our math worked, and 11 feet a day we got to the end here. So had a little trouble yesterday. The winch cable, little eyelet that attaches it to the actual winch, it snapped, so Juice had to make a run to the parts store today and get that fixed. But yeah, it's awesome. It's hard to believe that a month's passed and a lot has happened in that time, but the system has functioned and worked, and the sheep, like, damn it, don't eat my corn. How can you get to 400 bushel if it goes in a sheep? This canopy at 60,000 is kind of thick. I'll peer through the window here to the piggies. One of the changes we made was we put this last week, thanks to my good buddy Ben Donchi down there at Twister Creek Partnership, Power Pork people. They hooked me up with this cup water, which stopped our leak problem, which has helped with our rutting issue out there. But the pigs are chilling this evening, and the fly problem has gotten better. We're not running into too many issues there anymore. So one of the cool things, I can't remember if I talked about it or not, but you know, when you've got this system, right, it's, you know, you've got corn and you've got pasture and then you've got corn, and then you've got these livestock that are, you know, operating inside. You know, they don't have to stay in that barn all the time to get shade, because, you know, we've grown our shade. And so, like, every afternoon we come out here and there is this glorious shadow so that the pigs and the sheep can still sit outside if they want to and have the breeze blow on them, but they're in shade provided to us by the corn. So you talk about the benefits of having multiple things together in the field at the same time. Free shade from our corn crop here. These chickens have absolutely exploded since I was here last week. They're really getting to have some good size on them. So the plan again here is that these should be ready at about 10 to 12 weeks. So right now we are at, I don't know what week we are. We got them on the 20th of May. So whatever week that puts us at, I don't know, 6. So we're halfway home on these, but I'm really happy with how well they're growing and how good they've done. We just haven't really had much of a problem with these guys ever since we've gotten them. So I'm going to try to keep the wind blocked. So yeah, so this is what's left in the wake here. And You can smell the manure. You can see what's been left behind. We've got all this goodness, but we have not had any rain whatsoever to get life breathed back into this strip. And so one of the things that Sheldon and I have been working on this last week is figuring out ways of how can we monetize these pasture strips several times throughout the year. And so we're going to try a couple different things. I haven't quite figured out what we're going to do in this strip, but we got about 4 days left before the chickens are going to be out of this strip altogether. And then once they're out of here, we're going to come in and likely seed something else into this strip to take hold of the nutrients that are here. We just don't want the nutrients to go down and into the tile water. We want to have some way for them to be held with a living root. And so if assuming we can get some rain here, we're gonna possibly seed some sorghum Sudan grass or something in here to get something going again. So that's the plan for now. I really hope it rains. We've got a chance tomorrow. Really hoping it comes through. Our corn continues to look absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna pause here and get to the end so I can show you the dome effect on the corn that's setting up. So here's the dome effect that's starting to take shape. You can see, if I can get my finger in there, the arc of the canopy. And I've talked about that for the last couple weeks. But as you look at any of these strips, that's what happens when you set them up in this row arrangement. When you give them extra light, the outside rows, well, number one, we picked a hybrid that was shorter in stature to put on the outside. We've got a taller hybrid in the middle 8 rows, which you can kind of see that. But those outside rows, they're able to grow outward more toward the light in these solar corridors that we've got set up with the pasture strips. And so I wanted to show folks that if you've never seen that before with intercropping, what the canopy looks like. But this is a really common natural occurrence that the corn just adapts to the surroundings and the availability of light, and forms that beautiful arch. So here we are seeding some Sudan grass, some cowpeas into our stubble here that just didn't want to come. Got to amend on the fly. We're going to try to do that. So this is a 30-foot implement, so we've got our wings up, and we're just seeding 15-foot, the middle 6 rows here to try to get something established, and hopes that this stuff will come up so that we can get a rain here hopefully tomorrow. Got something forecast, and hopefully that'll be good. Go check it out and see how it's looking. She's punched in there. There's a cowpea. What do you say, Juice? Thumbs up. Juice approves. Onward. So that's it for this week. Please pull for us to get some rain. It would be really, really awesome if Winnebago County, Iowa could get a nice fat inch tomorrow so that our pasture strips have some hope. But thanks again for everybody for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube. Most importantly, if you're enjoying what we're doing, it's the best way you can help us right now. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're gaining every week, but I'd like to get there by Labor Day if possible. So whatever you can do to help spread the message on this thing, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. We appreciate all the help. We're trying to build a transparent production system here, but we need your participation to help us achieve those goals. So that's it for this week. Signing off with me and my limpy friend, the chicken here. That's what's cropping up, stalkers. We'll see you next week.